melts in your mouth.
Oh, it's so good.
When you last saw us, we were in St. Augustine, Florida, and we said that we were gonna head up to Asheville, North Carolina, which is a bit of a detour, but we had a crazy opportunity that we couldn't pass up, so we booked it up there.
So the reason we went to Asheville is because we met up with a video crew to shoot a video with Mercedes-Benz and ink. So we spent a whole day just filming all around town in the mountains. It was snowing and
it was so much fun.
Oh man, we talked about why we chose a Sprinter, why we chose van life, and it was just like the craziest, most surreal day of our lives.
So we're not sure when it's gonna come out, but from what we know, it's gonna be released online, and when it comes out, we will let you know.
So after the shoot, we headed back down south to Savannah, Georgia, which is a city we've always wanted to visit. And we've been here most of the week, so we've been exploring a tiny bit. But today we're gonna see as much of the city as we possibly can and, of course, eat some really good food. We are kicking off our morning at Forsyth Park, which is what I think of when I think of Savannah. I've just seen photos of this place for years, and it's just so exciting to finally be here. And I can say it is just as beautiful as it looks online. So the park has this beautiful fountain that's kind of like the main focal point. Tons of grass all around it. Apparently there's a market on Saturdays, but we're a little early for that, so we will not get to do that today. And my favorite part of this whole park though are the trees. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, driving around town all week, it's like the #1 thing that sticks out to me at least. And it's just they're so huge. The Spanish moss hanging off of them is so cool. And then also they kind of hang over the street and you're kind of driving through like tree tunnels all over town. It's kind of cool, and it kind of reminds me of my hometown growing up. So it's fun.
Oh man, it's been very beautiful just driving around all week. We came to this spot called Perk to grab some coffee, and we actually came here the other day and worked for a little bit and just loved it so much we had to come back. And what's really neat about this space is that, as you might see behind me, it's like their whole facilities in here. So they have a coffee shop at the front, and in the back is like their office where they roast the coffee. So you're just really like in the whole process when you come in here, and we really like that. We like seeing where people roast their coffee and getting to watch them do that. And so today we got this drink called the Tongue Torture, which sounds really fun. And basically it's just espresso, milk, it's just like a latte, and it has vanilla and then habanero sugar, and it just sounded very interesting.
Prepare to get your tongue torched.
I'm gonna get my tongue torched. Ugh. Oh, that's really good. It has a little bit of a kick, but it's not too bad where you can't enjoy it, but it's there. It's there a little bit. Oh, yep. I feel it. I feel it right here.
Torching.
The back of my tongue. I'm being torched.
Yeah. Really sweet. Not overly sweet though. But yeah, you taste the spice a little bit in the back of your throat. It's really good. Great coffee flavor. Smooth, creamy.
Delicious.
Yeah. Our second drink, I got a Guinness. I mean, a nitro cold brew, but it looks like a Guinness. Smooth and delicious.
We typically don't drink our coffee black. Like if we get an iced coffee, we add some cream to it. We put cream in our hot coffee, but nitro cold brews, if you've never tried them, are just so smooth, and they have this fun little like kind of foam layer on the top. So they're really fun to look at, and they're fun to drink.
So fun fact for you, Savannah is actually the oldest city in Georgia, and today we are completing the Georgia trifecta. So the 3 most visited cities in Georgia are Savannah, Helen, and Atlanta. So we have a vlog from Atlanta and Helen, so you should go back, check those out, and see what we got up to.
And today we're here in Savannah, so hitting up the 3rd one. And we are on the street called River Street right now, which is kind of the touristy area and the more historic downtown area. It's It's right on the water. It's really beautiful. There are tons of old buildings and there's cobblestone streets, which I keep tripping on, so be careful. They're very dangerous. They're out to get you.
And the historic steps.
Yeah, oh, I tripped down the steps earlier too. So yeah, this place is dangerous, but it's very beautiful. And we're just gonna kind of wander around and see what we can find. And we found pralines. So a praline is pecan, cream, sugar, and butter. So basically all of the best things in life. And we're at a place called Savannah Candy Kitchen, I think, which is right on River Street, and they were just calling to us. So.
Yeah. The store is super cool. It seems like it takes up the whole corner. There's like 3 different entrances, but you can walk in. They have a ton of candy in there. Probably anything you want, chocolate to fruity stuff, whatever. But as you walk in, there's a guy making these pralines and he's scooping it out, and they're like just setting up right there, and he'll give you samples and all that stuff. I'm excited to try. My mouth is starting to water.
Don't lose any crumbs.
Yeah. Oh, super sugary, but
so good.
I could eat like 8 of them. What do you think?
It's so good. It kind of just dissolves in your mouth a bit, and it has a very like caramely kind of taste to it. Kind of like, oh man, I don't know how to describe it. It's crunchy, it's soft, it dissolves.
You buy it by the pound, and so I think we're gonna have to go get a pound of it.
It's kind of like, it's almost kind of like a softer toffee.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
The kind that doesn't get stuck in your teeth, which I can appreciate.
Yeah. Melts in your mouth.
Oh, it's so good. We were in desperate need of some real food, so we came to this spot called Trailer Park, and they have an indoor area and an outdoor area. The indoor area was jam-packed, so we're out in their little beer garden area, and it's this tiny little outdoor patio, but it's not too cold of a day, so it's pretty bearable, and the vibe's pretty cool. And you guys, we got some crazy cool food here. So this place is known for kind of having some more unique twists on Southern food, and we cannot wait to show you what we got.
So the first thing we got was shrimp and grits tacos. Shrimp and grits is a classic Southern dish, so we got them in the form of tacos. So there's crispy shrimp on there. They fry bits of grits. There's a chimichurri and aioli, some lettuce, red peppers, and then you gotta spray the lime on tacos. They look good. That's so good. The shrimp isn't as crispy as I'd like, but they're big and juicy and good. The sauces are awesome. I don't know if I got a bit of the... Oh, okay, here's the grits. I'm just gonna try that so I can get a bite of that. So good.
And the second item we got are PB&J wings. Yes, peanut butter and jelly wings. I need to like roll up my sleeves for these guys. So they have a pecan and peanut butter sauce on them, and then there's this peach jam. It looks more like a peach sauce. It's super liquidy looking that you dip them in. As soon as I saw this was on the menu, I knew we had to come here. Oh yeah. Wings are not attractive to eat on the vlog, so I'm very sorry. It sounds like such a weird combination, but it's so good. I don't know if any of y'all have ever had peanut butter on a burger. That also sounds weird, but it's surprisingly very good. And as soon as you put the wing up to your mouth, you can smell the peanut butter. It just overpowers your nose, and then I didn't really fully taste this. Oh, that's really good.
You gotta get a big dunk in there.
Just go. Yeah, maybe I didn't coat it enough, but oh man, the saltiness of the peanut butter on the wings, it just works perfectly, even though it sounds like it would be a weird combination. Oh yeah, I love this.
I'm really excited for these. I freaking love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so, and chicken, so. The wings are fried crispy, and then that sauce is like so sticky and creamy, and then this is cool, nice and cool with it. It's a cool combo because like, when you make a PB&J sandwich, the jelly usually comes out of the fridge, so it's cold too. This is awesome.
The sweet and salty combination So one thing you'll notice in Savannah is that there are tons of squares all around the city. If you look at the map, it's like square, 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 square. And this one that we're in right now is probably the most famous. It's called Chippewa, I think is how you say it, Square. And it's famous because it was in the movie Forrest Gump. And there used to be a bench, the Forrest Gump bench, that was in the square, but they've since moved it to a museum. So I think we found the spot where it was, and I just kind of popped a squat, but we're not really sure if it was the exact spot or not. Said it got busy here, they weren't lying. We came to Leopold's Ice Cream, and everywhere that I read, everyone that I talked to said we had to come here. It's kind of like an old school ice cream parlor. They wear like the cool paper hats. It's kind of retro in here. And so all their ice cream has egg in it, except a couple of the vegan flavors and sorbets, and I can't have eggs. So I got the vegan vanilla, and then since that was kind of boring, I decided to spice it up a bit. So I got hot fudge, caramel sauce, pecans, and whipped cream, and holy crap, this thing is huge. And it's falling apart. You can see like some of it fell, and then I have whipped cream on the table that fell because it was just like the leaning tower of ice cream sundae, but this looks so good. Oh no. The vegan vanilla is really good. This homemade whipped cream, I love whipped cream, especially if it's homemade. It's delicious, and I can't even get all the goodies because I'm afraid it's gonna fall over, but what I have tried is very good.
After Kathryn describing hers, mine looks kind of boring, but this is 2 scoops. They don't skimp on the scoops. So I got the German chocolate, which is a special flavor of the month, and the bottom one is a chocolate chewy something, but it's a vanilla ice cream base with chocolate chip cookies, I think, inside. I'm really excited for that one. And then, of course, you gotta get whipped cream on top. No, don't spill a drop. The German chocolate has, I don't know, is it caramel? But the gooey stuff in there, the pecans, you get little flecks of coconut. It's so good. Yeah.
I'm struggling so bad. This is so sweet. And I always finish my dessert, but I don't think I can do it today. It was so much. It was more like 3 to 4 scoops. I think Adam's gonna have to finish it for me.
I'm almost done with mine. I don't know, that's a tall task to tackle right there. I don't know, we'll see. So good. I'm gonna be able to do it all, but I'll give it a shot. No man left behind.
Good job, Adam.
I'm gonna pay for that later. So Savannah is said to be one of the most haunted cities in the United States. You can come here and you can go on several ghost tours all around town. There's many cemeteries that you can visit, and we are at the most famous cemetery in Savannah, Adventures Cemetery.
And the cemetery is the most famous because there was a movie filmed here called Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. we have yet to ever see the movie.
Or read the book.
So we had to cheat a little bit. But a lot of people will come on tours to the cemetery to learn about the cemetery, I think see sights from the movie, check out specific graves. So we hear that's the best way to see the cemetery. They also have an app you can pay for, which is GPS based, and it'll guide you through the cemetery and tell you things along the way. But we spent too much money on ice cream, so we were doing the free version, and we're just walking around, and she told us what area to go to, and it feels a little weird, to be honest, to like be at a cemetery for fun, but it was one of the top rated things to do on TripAdvisor, so here we are.
So we didn't do this cemetery any justice by not going on a tour and learning all about it, but it was still beautiful to come and walk around.
That was kind of the theme of our days. We didn't really have like any big plans here in Savannah. We just wanted to walk around and see the city, and we had a blast doing so. It's just proof that you don't always have to do something like crazy and big to enjoy a place, and sometimes the best way to see it is just to put on some shoes and just go for a stroll. So we love seeing all of the squares and all the beautiful buildings. It is just a gorgeous city, so if you have not been to Savannah, we highly recommend checking it out.
So now we are leaving Savannah and we are heading north up to Charleston, and let's just say we're gonna need to clear a little space in our stomach.
So after the shoot in Asheville, we headed back down south to, where are we? Oh, I almost said Asheville again. So after the shoot, we headed back down south to, I keep wanting to say South Carolina. I don't know where we are.
Savannah accent, which is more like molasses just sort of spilling out of your mouth.